painting at Palais de l'Eau, and I wished to meet the man myself. So after a brief stroll and a picnic in Tuileries Garden, I entered the palace. I found the royal entourage in Louvre's Grand Gallery. Gallery. I'm sure that's how they say it. It's how they say that, okay? Shut up. When I saw an opportunity, I presented a humble gift to the king. A rose, an international symbol of passion and virtue. A romantic. But before the king could take it, a rather rude person snatched it from my fingers. It was a royal guard, a dog by the name of Major Howell. Ouch! Cried out Major Howell. I have pricked myself upon the thorn of this dastardly flower. And then the Major slumped to the floor. His face turned blue, his mouth frothed, and he died. He died straight away after being pricked? Straight away, senor. It's obvious that the pricked finger was the cause of death, but I don't know of any poison that acts so fast. Nor do I, Senor Falcon, but clearly the police felt that the poison upon the rose's thorns was the only logical explanation. And with so many witnesses, even the king himself, what could I say to defend myself? So where did this rose come from? I acquired it from a beautiful Parisian flower seller at Les Halles Markets, a girl by the name of Catherine Marie Sagne. But surely you're not suggesting that the flower girl applied the poison herself, Signor Falcon? Well, I'm not making any accusations yet. I'm just planning to explore every line of inquiry. Poisoned rose has been added to your evidence folder. Did you want to ask me something else, Signor Falcon? What were you reading before we so rudely interrupted? Ah, this book is a Spanish classic, Don Quixote of La Mancha. Do you know it? Reading is for squires. Squires read things. Circles don't read stuff. I've heard of it. It's about a knight who jousts windmills, right? That's one part of the story, yes. The hero is a virtuous but elderly knight by the name of Don Quixote. In the chapter you mentioned, he takes up arms against an army of giants who are terrorizing the town. Quixote's partner, Sancho, warns him that the giants were just windmills and the flailing arms are just sails twirling in the wind. But Quixote doesn't listen. He takes up his lance, gets on his horse and charges anyway. Sounds more like Don Quixote, am I right, Falcon? Perhaps he is done, Signor Sparrowson, but many of us spend our whole lives jousting imaginary giants. Speak for yourself, Juan. I've never been jousting, let alone see a giant. I think we're getting off track here. Indeed, I tell you what, Signor Falcon, I'll lend you my copy of this book. Maybe you'll have time to give it a read at some point. Maybe I will, thank you. Ingeniose el dado Don Quixote de la Mancha has been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else you wanted to know? No, I think that's everything, thank you. What's the plan, Big Bird? Well, we have 2 lines of inquiry. We should head to the scene of the crime. The palace... Okay, now we're gonna need to know how to say that. Concierge... Already forgotten how to say that. But I need to know how to say the Louvre. Palace. How do you spell it? Palais du Louvre. Palais du Louvre. Pronunciation.
Place du Louvre.
Place du Louvre.
Place du Louvre.
Place du Louvre. It's spelled it differently though.
Le palais du Louvre.
Le
palais du Louvre.
de Louvre.
Le palais du Louvre. Le palais du Louvre.
Louvre.
Le palais du Louvre.
Louvre.
Le palais du Louvre.
Le palais de Louvre.
Palais du Louvre.
Le palais,
Le palais
de
du Louvre. Palais du Louvre.
Le palais de Louvre.
Le palais du Louvre. Le palais du Louvre.
Is that
Le
like
palais du
Orava?
Louvre. Le palais du Louvre.
Le
palais du Louvre.
de Louvre. De Louvre. De Louvre.
Le palais du Louvre.
Le
Le palais du
de
Louvre.
Louvre. Louvre.
Le palais du Louvre.
Le palais de Louvre. French is like complicated to pronounce. And how do I pronounce that? Conciergerie again? Conciergerie?
Conciergerie.
Conciergerie. And Le Palais de Louvre. Okay. We should head to the scene of the crime. Le Palais de Louvre. How do I now say that in Falcon's voice? Le Palais de Louvre. And see if we can find any clues or witnesses. And we should interview the flower girl in Les Halles Market to see if she has anything to say about this alleged poisoned rose. 2 tasks spread over 6 days? This almost sounds too easy. Let's not get complacent. Good luck, senores. Wait a minute, Falcon. What is it? Did something seem off about Prince Juan to you? He seemed colourful to me, throwing roses, spouting about literature. Juan's one suave Spaniard. Maybe I misread him. Well, look, if this is bothering you, then we could always ask around. Maybe someone in the city knows Juan's dirty secret. If he actually has anything to hide, that is. Yeah, let's dig up some dirt. We've still got a trial to prepare for. Priorities, Sparrowson. Le Palais de Louvre. De Louvre. Falcon and Sparrowson make their way to the Place du Carrousel. The courtyard just north of the Louvre Grande Galerie. Gallery? Is it like conciergerie? Gallery? Why? Why is it so hard? That's the Arc de Triomphe over there, right? I swear it's smaller than how I remember. His voice changes every fucking time, I swear. That's the Arc de Triomphe du Carrousel, you doofus. The big Arc de Triomphe is up the road. What? No way! Why are there two? Because when a man like Napoleon invades half of Europe, he gets to build as many triumphal arches as he damn well pleases. Well, I never expected to see you here, JJ. That arrogant voice. So, good day to you, Severin. Let's be civil, JJ. Why don't you introduce me to your new assistant? Fine. Severin, this is Sparrowson, my assistant. Sparrowson, this is Severin Cocorico, the most pompous prosecutor in Paris. Oh, you two old school friends or something? More like arch-rivals. Please, JJ, I think arch-rival implies some sort of competition. As I recall, we've met in court on 5 occasions, and on 5 occasions, did you get humiliated terribly? I'm amazed a failing bird brain like you is still able to get to clients. Actually, Severin, business has never been better. I'll have you know that I am currently being employed by the Prince of Spain, no less. Prince of Spain, Juan Chorito. Well, this is quite an amusing coincidence. Don't tell me. Correct. I am the prosecutor for the very same case. It's a pity that Spanish prince will indubitably hang, but I suppose that is what he gets for hiring a bird brain to represent him. Don't call me a bird brain. You're the only bird brain here, Severin. Tisk. One always speaks badly when one has nothing to say. Voltaire. Uh-oh, he's giving you the verbal smackdown. Quick, Falcon, make a witty retort. Huh? Oh, yes, A witty saying proves nothing. Voltaire. Ooh! Very good. Very good, JJ. A worthy reposit. But enough talk. If you messieurs would excuse me, I have a case to prepare for. JJ Sparrowson, I'll see you two in court. Ugh, I can't stand that guy. He did seem like a bit of a cockerel. But is it true what he said? You know, that he trounced on you in court 5 times? I can't deny it. Severin has a reputation as ruthlessly thorough prosecutor. Mountains of evidence, surprise witnesses. It's no wonder he always manages to one-up me. But this time will be different, right? I hope so. I know so, for you see, I stole this annotated map of the Louvre out of Coco Rico's pocket when he was busy rattling off Voltaire quotes. Sparrowson, that's pretty impressive, actually. I swear, you were standing 3 meters away the whole time. You tall birds always so busy with your heads in the cloud that you don't even notice us small folks running around your feet. Pinching Cocorico's pocket was like taking candy from a very tall baby. Let's take a closer look. I see, this map shows the entire Louvre area. I forgot how to say it. Louvre area. Louvre area. Everything from Tuileries to the Rue de Louvre. Most convenient. We're currently standing here in the Place du Carrousel. And those pendant arrows seem to show the route taken by the king's entourage, which means that the king first went here through the Salle du Tibre. Take it. And then here into the Grand Gallery where the murder occurred. Didn't Prince Juan say that he spent the morning in Tuileries Gardens? That's right. So that means Prince Juan approached the Louvre from the west side, somewhere over here. Sounds like we have a lot of places to visit. Where should we go first? There. Our feather-headed friends wander through the immaculately maintained Tuileries Gardens. My ears always itch when I wear headphones. Nothing seems out of the ordinary until they spot a familiar face picking up litter by a tree. Hey Falcon, doesn't that groundkeeper over there look familiar? Oh, we know him. Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he does look a lot like that photographer. What's his name? Robitio Robinio! Robinio. Did someone call me? Oh, it's you, the loyals who don't appreciate a masterful photograph when they see it. It's good to see that you gave up on your artsy dreams to pursue a more grounded career of groundskeeping. Hey, I'm not doing this willingly. I was given community service for committing perjury. Can you believe that? They gave me an esteemed photographer community service. Me. Yeah, I can believe that. Perjury is somewhat serious. You should be thankful you got off without jail time. Poof! You sound just like that self-righteous Judge Maxime. So you two want to ask me something, or were you just here to gawp? Personally, I'm just gawping. Actually, I do have a couple of questions if you don't mind, Monsieur Rabino. Don't suppose you've bumped into a Spanish fox who goes by the name of Prince Juan, have you? Spanish fox? No, I've never met anyone like that. Is this about that assassination attempt on the king? Then you're asking the wrong person. I only started working here today. I see. Was there anything else you wanted? So how's that new groundskeeping job working out? Terrible! Tourists are pigs, sometimes literally. Look at all this rubbish I found. Beer bottles, tin cans, apple cores. And look what I picked up by the west entrance. A book page. A whole book I can understand, but a single page? What kind of blithery moron loses just one page? Wait a moment, may I take a closer look at that, monsieur?